Hello there, I'm Ultra Hill, and welcome to Napoleon Total War. That's right, I am continuing the promise I pledged a while ago to include more Total War content on this channel. So here we are, Napoleon Total War. As you can see, I'm playing with the Darthmod mod, which makes things more difficult, more realistic, more interesting. Alongside that, we are playing with the submod for the Darthmod called Bran Mac Born, which adds a lot of things, including making the AI incredibly more aggressive and intelligent, and just much better. I've tested it out quite a lot, and it's pretty fascinating. So we're going to be playing in the Darthmod campaign, which unlocks like a whole bunch of things, and we're taking into Prussia. We're going to stick to historical mode. I was going to go Great Britain or some weird minor. I decided to go with Prussia because I haven't played Prussia before. I don't enjoy Russia very much, and Great Britain feels tedious at the start and then suddenly is rampaging victory. So I wanted to try Prussia as a very land-based focus for the fight and really see what we can do with it. We're going to go on hard, and I think we're going to do really fun. If we do get further with historical, we will just make it into a world conquest. If you guys would like to see more Total War content on this channel, please do leave me a like and a comment below letting me know that. It's really helpful to see that kind of feedback. But if you don't, do feel free to leave me a dislike so that I know you don't like it. It's really helpful to know. So let's jump in there with Kingdom of Prussia. We are the king in Prussia, not the king of Prussia. And let's jump into it and hope the game isn't broken, because I've done this 3 times now, and every single time the mod has accidentally been badly installed or I did something wrong, and I've been dealing with 40 unit wide regiments. As in there are literally 40 soldiers per regiment.
Unstoppable armies of Napoleon are
tempted to skip this. I actually already know about this. Basically, do good stuff. So first mission is Reformation of the Army. It is evident that our last defeat at the hands of the French was not due to our skill and cunning, or the morale of our troops. It was actually the opposite. It is only due to advances in technology and organization that such common plebeians could have defeated our valiant royal armies. We've learned this lesson bitterly, and must take action at once to prevent another embarrassing disaster. So use this time to enhance our recruitment capabilities, and yeah, there we go. So I actually have slightly edited the mod and made it so unit sizes are 1.5. I find if it's 2 times, normally it's like 1, so this is 1.5. I don't know what that means. It must be 180, I think. Yeah, 180. So I made it 1.5 instead of 2.0, because then light infantry is 360. I just find 360 is too much. It just makes them seem way too big for me. So I've gone 1.5 instead with a custom script. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So let's take a look at our political situation. We've actually managed to finally make the mod work. I'm really happy with that, because this has literally been 3 times I've been trying to record this game. And France will attack us eventually. There's basically always going to happen, especially because everyone's much more aggressive. We have Berlin and Stettin over here as a good kind of solid power base. We have Cleves over in the west, which is just kind of sitting here looking very frightened and endangered. We can build this up very slowly with musketeers, but that's going to be harsh. The core of our army at the moment is basically, first of all, the main army, we have some grenadiers, which are amazing, but primarily we just have the musketeers. These are line soldiers. They are good. They're good. They can fight a little bit better than other ones, actually. So the 3rd Regiment of Foot and the 4th Regiment of Foot. That's basically it. They can make the shooty boom boom. And we have also a couple Prussian Fusiliers, and these are light infantry. They have higher accuracy, ever so slightly larger range to allow them to fire just a bit further, and they can also go into light infantry skirmish doctrine and light infantry doctrine, which is really useful, which I'll showcase later. However, of course, they're just much worse at melee. So we're gonna need to be very careful. Wait, they have ammunition? Really? Okay. We have a couple initiating ideas. So first of all, we could try and go into Dresden. Dresden is not really owned by anybody, and it has a decent army. It also doesn't have any walls, so it would just be a flat battle, which is quite nice. We could combine the armies from Stettin, which is some more Fusiliers, line infantry, and cannon, giving it. We could actually have 4 cannons in our initial army, which is going to be very nice. Unfortunately, there are only 6-pounder horse artilleries. I can also get foot artillery, which is quite cool. But so wait, do I only have horse artillery? That's interesting. How very interesting. They're small, but I can only recruit 6-pounder foot artillery anyway. So meh. We also have Western East Prussia in the east. This is going to have to be our bulwark against the Russians for when they come for us later. We also have Warsaw here. This is going to need to serve as an additional point to push down into Austria, because these are the main guys we want to conquer pretty soon. We're going to want to take Dresden, and then see if we can get Prague and Olmütz. I'm just going to call it Moravia, and then see what we can do from there. There's also places we could push west. So the French are also here as well. So that's going to, once they start coming there, we're going to be in danger, but this place is going to have to hold everybody off as best they can. We'll see if we can do that. If there's any noises in the background, guys, I do apologize. I have the window open and my fan on because it is quite warm, but you shouldn't be able to hear it too much. So we're going to try and increase our income first of all. So it wants us to build a drill thing, so getting a barracks is definitely a good shout. This allows us to build Jaegers, which are better light infantry. Some different lancers and slightly more experienced dudes. And of course, landwehr. But I'm not going to build land. They're basically just militia. They don't do anything else. So I don't really want landwehr. We also have an opening building slot here. We could get a supply post and try to encourage more supply points in Berlin. I would rather keep this as the economic base, so instead I will make this just the market. I don't really want to be in a situation where there's any troops in Berlin, you know. We're also going to straight away build a merchantman. This merchantman's going to be we're going to try and spam us out the first couple turns and push them over here to see if we can take these early trade post areas and allow us to build up income for the late game. We are actually making quite a lot of money, 8,000 so far. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. There's also some farms and stuff. So recruitment, reduction of cavalry costs, which is nice. A little bit of wealth and replenishment rate. And over here, we actually have a better university. So I'm really tempted to just invest in this because of the mad cash it gives us. Sorry, the mad research points it gives us. But I don't want to deal with the money. So research technology-wise is much less than Empire, obviously, because this is Napoleon. There's a couple basic techs we can get. National debt for reduction of upkeep costs. This is going to be... We need to pay attention to the civil ones as well as industrial. Because if we don't invest in our income, we're going to suffer greatly. You can get conscription to just mean we can recruit more often. This is going to be something we want to get very quickly. Because at the moment we only have... Well, actually, we have 6 tiles. And we don't really have a lot we want to recruit until we've finished this next barracks building. So I think we're fine in that regard. We don't need to rush that. There is some ship stuff I don't care about. Diamond formation. Army Corps for upkeep costs. Campaign movement range. It's alright. It's alright. I would rather get regeneration rate, preferably, but I'd also rather get things that occur faster. So what I will do is I will get +5 return to town wealth in all regions and 5 upkeep cost reduction. This is going to mean my armies are cheaper and also I make more money over time. Unfortunately, the text is really small, because the mod doesn't seem to want to change it for me. Kings have always run up debts, borrowing... Basically, national debt from John Law made several events in the field and the introduction of a French National Bank in the early part of the 18th century. So why am I researching this now in 1805? Okay. He manipulated the market by using money from monopoly trading companies to buy government bonds rather than investing in overseas enterprises. His schemes collapsed and many Frenchmen were ruined. Yay! He gave the idea of government-backed banknotes. Cool. So let's get that. Let's get national debt, and we can actually start to get some economic infrastructure. There's a Swedish army here, which is really weird. But they don't try and take Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg is a very valuable trade partner right now. But eventually we're gonna attack this way, and then probably go west as well. The electorate of Hessen-Kassel. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Please let me know how to say that. They are actually friendly with us, so getting trade goods would probably be useful. I think it would also be good if we could try to get some better trading. So the UK is likely a great option for that. So I'm going to get a trade agreement. Excellent. A beautiful trade agreement. That is going to help out a lot. Because our trade income is very high right now. Anyone who wants to trade with us is more than welcome. Spain as well would be a great trading partner. Anyone I'm not going to fight right now is really who I want to trade with. Look at that. My income is shooting up. I think I only have like a couple more I could do, though. Austria I'm going to be fighting pretty soon, as well as France. Electorate of Hessen-Kassel. Saxony, definitely not Saxony. Oh my, no. Let's go. Heck, these guys, I'm probably not going to fight them immediately. So I guess it's a good idea to get some kind of trade agreement there. Honestly, anyone who wants to trade with me, you can trade. Let's go. Oh wow, that was mean. Do not assume your trade agreement has dampened the fires but a satisfaction. Good day. Rude. Alright, and we'll also get a trade agreement with Austria, actually, because why not? Oh. I mean, it'll break when I declare war on them. So our income is shot up. So now we do have 15,000 income. So alongside that, I'm going to invest into some mines here in Cleves. If we can try and keep us alive for as long as possible, that would be great. We do have a gentleman here. He's an abstract philosopher. First, 3 points per turn for civil technologies. So we might as well go there. And straight away, it means civil technologies are faster, which is awesome. National census also reduces administrative costs. Okay, I don't seem to have any administrative costs right now. Let's take a look at our ministers. Also, if I wasn't told you already, this is going to be a longer than normal episode. I normally try and do 20-30 minutes. Probably make this 40-50. Just so we have enough time to get the first part. Good government popularity. Our monarch is Frederick Wilhelm. And we have some candidates here. I just want to say that anyone is better. Plus management for army position. Okay, so we can fire ministers if we wanted to. There's other candidates as well. Can we move them around? I don't seem like we can actually move them around. That's unfortunate. But we can fire them most certainly. This guy is incorruptible, so that's if he was treasury, he'd be fine. But oh well. This treasury is pretty good anyway. Nice. Our justice minister is upright, so a lot of treasury bonuses. An agrarian for reform, army administration. Nice. Okay. He's good for army, and the navy's not so great, but that's okay. And the candidates are actually pretty crappy. That's fine. I will save the first movement a little bit here. Now, so we do have a little town here, so let's see if we can move our troops. So we make a quick save here. We have Louis Ferdinand Prince von Prussia. This is the, I think this is the prince, the son of the king. And we have 2 artilleries, 2 grenadiers, 2 light companies, and 2 line infantry. So that's going to be very interesting in terms of like how we want to fight this. We can get all the way. We also have dragoons, Curacao, and his general. And then we also have some more dragoons and more artillery and more fusiliers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the artillery and the dragoons. That seems smart, right? Yes. We'll take the artillery and the dragoons. We'll we'll actually make this the mustering station. I'm probably going to want to... Do I really even need to leave a garrison? I don't think I do. Let's send the entire army to this commercial center. Yep, no one's rebelling, so that's fine. Coolio. And then we're going to make another quick save here. And I want to bring the army up. So obviously I want to include the line infantry. I'm honestly tempted to just send the entire freaking army. Seriously am. So that's fine. They're not going to rebel. They're not going to rebel or anything. I mean, why would they? I am tempted to send the entire army except for the general. Yeah, I am. Because that additional cavalry, the 2 artillery, and the extra infantry, I think would just be super great. So we could now attack into Dresden with how many? So we have 2 grenadiers. And the thing with grenadiers is they're basically just more resistant to shocks, and they are better. They're better at fighting, I think. Yeah. Oh wow, much so. They have slightly reduced accuracy, actually, because they're not as useful at fighting. And they just have a much better charge bonus and attack and morale. But it does also mean we have 4 light infantry companies. It says regiment, but these are companies, basically. That's what these are. They're companies. This is not a regiment. Come on, game. So that's gonna have to do. So we're gonna have to have quite a lot of light infantry shooting, some line infantry to hold the line, and the grenadiers for charges. And we have a decent pile of cavalry to really make some charges. The cuirassiers and the dragoons. So the cuirassiers have slightly better melee attacks, but the dragoons can also fire, and that'll be pretty helpful to provide some additional backfire. So let's do this thing. I'm ready. I'm totally ready. We're going to attack into Dresden, and we're going to mess them up. Declare war. We're not going to call any allies, because I don't even think I have any allies. They are trade partners of Austria, but we don't care. I shall anticipate your utter ruin with keen, nay, eager expectation. Good day to you. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Are you actually serious? What? We're not allowed to attack? Are you serious? What is going on? What the? Why can't I attack? What is happening? Oh, it's that dragoon, isn't it? Okay, so we have to deselect everybody who is not able to go any further. So, oh my god, that's really annoying. Oh, that's frustrating. So everyone who's one of these. There's someone else here who is slowing us down. So everyone but them. There we go. We should be able to just attack like that. What is this life? Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait. That's frustrating. Alright. I don't think there's any other positions that I particularly care about right now, but in the very least, we exude a zone of control, so they won't be able to take us in our butts. There's some extra buildings we could be building. Supply post or market. We'll invest in a market over here. And now we're out of cash. We actually cannot get a gunsmith over here for Königsberg. Because that would be really nice. Build up an army in that area. So let's do it. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that start. Let's end the first turn. So I hope I'm not going to regret my choices. I hope I'm not going to wish that I hadn't done that and instead just mounted on the border and attacked the next turn. It's kind of frustrating when it says you're allowed to attack, but then you're not. But whatevs, it's fine. The Austrians will likely just move to a more defensive position. There's the UK. I can only assume that's Wellesley moving down. Well, not Wellesley. Nelson, even. Yeah, looks like he's getting some wrecking done, which is good for him. Moving his ships on over. And he's taken the Netherlands port. The Russians are moving down south and also east. This is the problem with CPU moves. It takes a really long time to go anywhere, but I think it's helpful to know what's happening. Denmark is controlling the north and west straits. That's fine. Okay, they went forward and then they went back. Sure. No one cares about the Ottomans. No one cares about Spain. Okay, we've just gained Wolfgang von Goth. Hello. And what kind of traits do you have, my friend? You are a gentleman science for industrial and for civil. Okay, that's fantastic. So it doesn't look like I can have any other schools in this area, which is distressing to say the least. Ooh, a members club spawning spies. That's cool. It also allows me to recruit Swiss Grenadiers, Black Brunswickers, Swiss Jaegers, and Swiss Line Infantry. Ooh, 1 second. Very quickly just close my window because I can hear the sound of a garbage truck outside. Alright. We do also have a rake here, which is good. Oh, there's a mine here. How much money does that make us? Ooh, that's a nice pile. I think probably sending this rake into Moravia might be a good shout. Yeah, just to kind of get some movement over here. Alright. So, let's just consider what we want to do here. We're going to move our gentlemen back over to Magdeburg as well. We are now stupid rich, which is cool. Kinda do wish I'd recruited some more men. So there are actually a lot of troops we can recruit here. That's pretty nice. So we can get some hussars and Prussian Jäger light cavalry, which is cool, and Lancer cavalry. Lancer cavalry are fantastic for the insane charge bonus they give. Really good for breaking units. We also have some Swiss grenadiers, which can actually scare enemies. I don't have any of them just yet, but they will be good later. Some Brunswickers. I can only have 4 of these. I can only have 3 of these. So the Brunswickers are pretty good as well. They are exceptionally good soldiers. We compare them. 110, 35, 14. Okay, they're basically exactly the same. What? And then the Swiss line infantry are a little bit better than the Jaegers. And the so I would actually probably prefer Jaegers for my skirmishers rather than Fusiliers, because currently I have Fusiliers. I really would prefer them because they can skirmish, remain hidden when walking, and pass seldom trot as well, which is really nice because they can harass enemies from the distance. Let's take a look at their stats differences. Whoa, that's a crazy range difference. That's wonderful. So I'm probably gonna try and spam recruit them a little bit. But let's fight our very first battle. It does look like they have superior, like massive numerical superiority. But the thing is, most of them are armed citizenry, which is a mob of uselessness, and also a little bit of militia, whereas we have some pretty good soldiers and also massive, massive artillery superiority. So Louis deploy second, which is great, and we also have cavalry superiority, allowing us some really, really nice actual attacks. And in fact, their cavalry is pretty garbage. Charles de Guerre, good all-round cavalry. They're not actually so basically our cavalry can beat theirs in a straight fight. So I think we can basically just wreck them. All we have to do is maintain fire superiority and also play defensively. Essentially, that's it. We just have to play very, very defensively and let the artillery do the work. The only problem is their artillery is very poor. It's only 6-pounders, so it's gonna take a little while before we get better artillery. But So they've arrayed pretty standardly. Over here, let's take a look how they've arrayed. It doesn't really matter, it's all going to be broken up anyway, but yeah, infantry at the back, some small skirmishy forces in the left. One possible thing we could consider is actually to try and garrison a house with 1 unit of light infantry. That might actually serve as a really nice distraction force. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to send 1 unit of plus Prussian Fusiliers. I do apologize if you can't hear that, guys, because there is there's like a Hoover nearby. We're going to send 1 unit of light infantry just this way, and we're going to rush to try and take that farmhouse. And hopefully, what will happen is that we can hold that against all and use that to occupy other forces. So we have a pile of artillery here, which I'm going to use to create a really nice little bulwark right there. Okay, that's obviously doesn't work. There we go. So that gives us a really nice little control over the entire area of the map. Mostly. I will just put that one a little differently, a little bit angled, so that we can actually control the eastern section, because I know they're going to be there. And this, I think, is important, so that means we can maintain some kind of control. There we go. So we have a really nice little bulwark, and we're going to split all of the line infantry along the front. I'm just going to make a pretty standard line infantry line. They are going to split. They're going to run up ahead. I mean, I am actually I am considering dropping some trenches here. But I feel like this might be better. Like, just a couple easy trenches might help a lot. I'm probably going to break them from their trenches almost immediately, because I really do want to try and take the front of the hill so the artillery does not get absolutely flummoxed. Because unfortunately we can't use this deployment area, and that's the biggest hill. I really do want to use the hill to our advantage. The only other possibility is up here, but I really don't want to do that. I want to maintain this hill advantage. So I will build a trench here and probably just drop a couple dudes here. And just in case, I will drop another one here as well. But my position doesn't actually matter, because I'm going to break them from their trenches immediately. So don't worry about that. There we go, some really nice little easy trenches just for the start, just for the initial little fire, and then we'll move them up north and occupy the center. It's possible I actually might use the remainder of my light infantry, who are here, as well as little bulwarks. Primarily, I wouldn't mind using mines, probably as like a resort, but I don't think I really want to do that. So let's just put the infantry like this. What are you doing, guys? Nice. So a small cavalry bulwark would not go amiss, like that, to stop irritating cavalry charges. I'm kind of playing with this a little bit so that I get the things that I want. I do apologize again if you can hear that kind of annoying Hoover, but you know, things gotta get clean, yo. And this does mean we get a really nice little section to drop some stuff down. Okay. There we go. So no more. Actually, I'll put this one just to the flank. Okay, cool. And we do still have our grenadiers as well. And we'll obviously split the grenadiers up a little bit here. And we will put them like this. I might make this line a bit more as well. Like, because really we want them in ranks of 3. Oh, decrease. Why is it putting them in automatically? It's putting them in ranks of 5, actually. Oh, wow. There we go. That should help out a little bit. That's a bit better, I think. Let's try this. Good. And then we can put the cavalry, the cavalry deterrents right there. Looks good. I like it. We have our cavalry here. Doesn't super matter where exactly we put our cavalry, because they can be reconfigured as and when necessary. Okay, I'm liking this. Let's do it. Everyone's obviously ready with round shot. Let's start the battle. Just straight away, I want these Fusiliers to run there and get it. I'm going to try and fire on their artillery. Because, you know, being able to artillery their artillery would be good. And then we'll let the other ones fire at will as and when they find targets. Okay. Let's make a line infantry formation. Awesome. There we go. Then we got the light infantry. We'll take up the flank positions. I suppose I should put them in 4s. And they'll take up flanks. Well, actually, no, they won't. They'll take up advanced guards, won't they? That's what we want to do. We want to put them in the advance. With an additional light infantry as a reserve. Okay, we'll keep them in the reserve. And then we have the grenadiers. They will need to take up the flank positions. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see where they go, boys. One artillery thing already dehoused. 5 kills there. Pretty good. It's a small pounder, so it doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh shit. We've already killed a few of our own men. We've already managed to kill a few of our own men, which is great. Awesome, I killed 14 of my own soldiers. Oh no. Okay, they're just running at us. Which I suppose is fun. Wow, they're really just running at us, aren't they? What are you doing, bro? Are we gonna go square or are we gonna sit there like morons? Whoa, hello. Alright, looks like we're gonna need to bring our cavalry force over here.
We have taken a building, sir.
Why is it... The cavalry looks like they're already trying it on, which is great. So we're gonna need to take the rightmost dude and see if we can pelt those grenadiers. Look at this. Oh boy. They've just charged square companies completely, haven't they? Okay. Easy stuff. We managed to basically completely wipe them out. They're all... Oh, we killed all of them. Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
So there's unfortunately a little bit of a bug right now. Namely that it's trying to put us... So we did lose a few of those guys there, unfortunately. We will wheel around. Oh, that was not your smartest move, guys. Slaughter 2 cavalry, their only cavalry, immediately. Okay. Yep, they're completely shattered. We do still have a small area of rush of Prussian Fusiliers, which I will rush forwards. We will now put these guys in skirmish pattern. Come on. Get in, time to get it back in order, boys. There appears to be a little bit of a bug right now. It's kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do? Namely, it keeps trying to say that the buttons are not depressed when they are obviously depressed, which is irritating. Okay, their cannons are completely gone now. Is there any more grenadiers we can fire on? Citizenry over there. I think we're gonna need cavalry in the east, because the west look like they're really desperately trying to take this. Taking small hits. So I think we're gonna need to split the cavalry up a little bit. Let's send the cuirassiers to the east. So getting some really good kills right now. And there are 2 armed citizenry in the west that look like they're trying to overexpose themselves a bit, which is fine by me. I do not have any reserves. I probably should have made a 3-line and put 1 in reserve. All right, so we're gonna want to do this. Losing quite a lot of skirmishers, but we're getting some really good kills. Got some kills. It's looking good. They've taken pot shots, and looks like they've killed about only 6 dudes, but it does mean we have some reserves when the advance comes. Alright, we're gonna pull these guys back. Nice, the Fusiliers are making movement. God, it's hard to see from the smoke. Alright, they're trying to, we don't have a chance doing that. Oh, we got caught in a small bit of crossfire. Lost 2 horsemen. That's okay. A little bit of aggression over here. We are maintaining fire. I want to try and wheel down those grenadiers. We put these guys on canister. Can we get these guys over here? Firing on that regiment of militia. It looks like we can break. Wait, is that artillery? Their artillery has just charged us. Yeah, looks like we can just pretty much straight up just murder them. There's 86 deaths over there. Shit. Get running, boys. We're gonna need the general here as well. There's a little bit too much on my left flank, and I'm not super keen on that. Kind of looks like we're really breaking them on the west. You know what? Pull back, pull back.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Yes, yes, yes. Shit, so he is. I'm going to charge the armed citizenry over there. And I think we're going to have to pull back a little bit here. What? No, charge these guys! What are you doing? Ah, please. The AI appears to be stuck. Here we go. I'm gonna be firing right in their flanks. Man, is it hard to see anything here. See if we can break this little unit of armed citizenry over here. What are you doing? Charge them!
Our men are running, sir!
What's going on? They're just like refusing to attack. Wait, why are you guys breaking? What are you doing? Nice, those guys on the left are dead. They should break pretty quickly. I need to roll the Fusiliers back then. Here we are. Alright, don't stop it, boys. Except for you, you're gonna go. The general's gonna go on the sides. Good shit. Make sure you guys are still on round shot. Oh, this is going really well then. Fire round shot on those guys, because this is now gone. Yep, they're broken.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yep, they're broken. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, turn off the artillery. Their general is still alive, however. Alright. Okay. That's it. They are done for. Make sure that everyone's on that. Is there any way we could all fire on the general's staff? Alright, cool. Get the general chasing people. Oh my goodness. Yes, there is. Oh, they all died. Oakley dokley. Nothing else but to just chase him down, I suppose. Wonderful. Alright, there we go. Nice victory. Quite a few casualties, unfortunately. We did not get to kill their general. Ah, man. Okay. Cool. Now we'll just chase them down, basically. Why not, right? Now we get the joy of the hunt. Take him off a wedge fight, and then put it on fast. This guy is still running. Come on, man, we've won the battle. What are you doing? You coward. Ah, they already escaped. It's good though. Gets us some more valuable cavalry experience as well, which is really good. Okay, I like this. Kind of weird that the sound dies as soon as you put that on, as you put it on fast speed. But some of my cavalry get some really nice upgrades. I have lost one line infantry, and one line infantry is also very weakened to about 3rd strength at best.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
What? I'm sorry? What just happened? I just lost an entire regiment of cavalry. They charged an in-place defense. An empty in-placed defense of brigades, and they just charged it. Oh, just lost an experience thing of cuirassiers. I really wish that I had console commands or cheats to bring that back in, because I just lost an entire unit of cuirassiers for nothing. There's no reason that should have happened. Not a lot of upgrades of line infantry, actually. Artillery got a few hundred kills each, which is really good. Dragoons obviously got the most. Grenadiers, actually, no, they got 400 apiece. Very nice. My muskets, about 300 each. 400 on the right flank ones, it looks like. And the Fusiliers got a good amount as well. Obviously, I think one of the Fusiliers, only 122. That's actually still pretty significant. I like it. Happy days. Okay, so obviously, I think we are just going to go peacefully occupy and try and get as much money as possible. Though the money, flat money, would be great for the looting. I would rather just peacefully occupy it. And we get a new land. Yeah. And also a trait gain attacking general, +1 command. Fantastic. And we destroyed the kingdom of Saxony. This has left us with some new stuff to watch for. And does also mean they are a little bit pissed off. But suppression will go down, which is good. Or will increase, rather. And I'll spend some of that money on a magistrate to calm them down. So that's going to be the very first episode, guys. Like I said earlier, do make sure you leave me a like and a comment on the video to let me know what you think of the series, what you think of it, and if you want to see more of it. Slow replenishment rate. Does it actually say how much it will tell me? Well, we'll figure it out next time. I was Aldrihill, and I will continue to be, and this has been some lovely Napoleon Total War in Darthmod as Prussia. I hope to see you guys in the comments below. You can also check out my Patreon if you want to support me further. Links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.